దయచేసి ప్లీజ్ టైప్ చేసుకోండి. విజువల్స్ తీసుకొని వచ్చేసి అర్థం చేసుకోండి.
I would like to give a brief introduction about today's program for monitoring, aid and nursing of wildlife. Andhra Pradesh, with its diverse landscape, supports rich biodiversity, including tigers, leopards, gawks, sloth bears and many other species. However, human-wildlife conflicts has increased in recent years due to habitat fragmentation because of the urge in human population, expansion of agriculture and linear projects. This resulted in loss of human lives, livestock, crops and occasionally retaliatory killing of wildlife. To address these challenges, the government of Andhra Pradesh launches today the Human Initiative, comprehensive technology-driven and community-based conflict management system, Hanuman. Now, I would like to invite respected Srimati Yashodha Bai IPS Madam to explain about Hanuman project. Please, ma'am.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Konidala Pawan Garu, all the dignitaries present here, a very good morning to all of you. First, I would like to take your attention to how Andhra Pradesh is dealing with its elephant conflict management in both the regions, southern and northern Andhra Pradesh, the history of elephants incidences in this area and the initiatives with the help of our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, the perseverance and the strength that we have got right now to deal with the situation. Secondly, we will be discussing about the Hanuman, the conflict mitigation comprehensive system. Thank you. Next slide. So coming to the history of elephants in Andhra Pradesh, for the past 200 years, we do not have elephant presence in our landscape. So in early 1980s, 1984 exactly, we got a herd of elephants in the Kuppam. And that is the first presence of elephants which are coming from the Hosur Dharmapuri forest. And after that, like in 1990s, there is a herd which moved towards Kadapa area. They caused a lot of conflict situation there. And then they finally settled towards the SVNP, that is the Sheshachalam natural habitat in the area. That herd got settled there and they are right now also there without causing much conflict. This is the second part. And the third part is the northern Andhra Pradesh, where 2007 we got a herd of elephants coming from the Gajapati district of Odisha and got settled in the Srikakulam area. But this herd is mostly in the agricultural field. There are no natural habitat to support these animals in the northern Andhra Pradesh. Next. So once we see that Hosur Dharmapuri, which is from the Tamil Nadu area, and mostly the natural habitat is in the western side of the Karnataka, Bannerghatta or the Bannerghatta National Park area, the animals start coming. First they reached Kuppam. Then we have declared Kautinya Wildlife Sanctuary, which is a narrow stretch of natural habitat in the region to give a protected environment for these animals. And they started moving towards Palamane, Somala, Tileru, and then reaching to National Park in Sri Venkateshwara National Park is the route right now they are following. Next. So currently there are 5 districts in the state, like in north, Parvatipuram, Manyam, Srikakulam, and in the south, Chittoor, Tirupati and Annamaya, they are having the elephant presence in the state. Next. So as an initiative to bring, to provide natural habitat to these animals which once entered into our area from the nearby states, we have declared Kautinya Wildlife Sanctuary in 1998 with a smaller area of 357 square kilometers, and then adding on to that, whatever adjoining natural forest area was there, RF blocks were added, and we have declared the Rayala Elephant Reserve in 2003. This was an initiative from the Andhra Pradesh government side to give a much better habitat for these animals. Next. At Government of India level, they have started identifying connectivity between two good or the better natural habitat, that is called corridors. They are connecting between 2 different natural habitats. in Andhra Pradesh also, the list released in 2023 by Wildlife Institute of India, they have identified two of the natural corridors. So these are in the southern Andhra Pradesh only. One is Tri-Junction corridor and the other one is Royal Elephant Reserve corridor. I'll show you where it is next. So Tri-Junction corridor is nothing but the conjunction of the three states. The southern tip of Chittoor district where we have the western side Karnataka state. The dark points there shows the presence of elephants reported. And the south and east side we have the Tamil Nadu. So there is this point where the elephants are entering and then they are reaching towards the Kautinya Wildlife Sanctuary, which is a better habitat. But in between area is the corridor where we have some of the RF blocks, but we also have revenue areas, and there is conflict in this issue, in this area. Next. Kautinya Wildlife Sanctuary, again connecting to the Sri Venkateshwara National Park or the Biosphere Reserve, which is a very big natural habitat available, but there are a lot of hurdles for the animals to move from this place to that place. They are mostly concentrated towards just after the declared sanctuary area. To reach up to Sri Venkateshwara National Park, there are fewer RF patches, forest patches are very less. In between you have a lot of revenue areas, road networks, linear projects which are coming in. So their movement is not that easy. And as a state, when we are managing this conflict situation for the past 22 decades or 3 decades, we have to think whether we wanted to connect it to that bigger habitat. Because once, now as I said, there were one herd which already got settled in the national park area. They are in the natural habitat, they are not creating much conflict situation. But if we wanted to connect it by joining the revenue areas, converting them into more natural areas, then they will easily move towards the national park area. But over a period of time, they will also increase number there, and definitely we will start experiencing conflict situation there. We have Tirumala there. We have elephant herd presence in the Tirumala pathways also. So once we increase their number there, that is going to create a different conflict situation in future. So we have to think like what should be our management strategy, whether we will increase the connectivity or
what
we
kind
will
of conflict it can create?
Sir?
What kind of conflict it can create in future?
Sir, this habitat itself is very narrow in stretch. So whenever the elephants move, they will easily come out towards the human habitations, the nearby revenue areas where we have agricultural fields or horticultural fields. So in that way, their presence is increasing, and definitely elephant coming into our land, it will create a conflict situation, sir. Thank you. Next. So we started estimating what are the number of elephants that we have in the state. So 2007, some crude methods we have used, and we have arrived at a figure 28 numbers. And over a period of time, the techniques also evolved and fine-tuned. Now, like recent southern region, they have a combined census of the elephants of all the states. We were also part of it. So our number is coming up to 140 to 150 number of elephants in the state.
Are the elephants geotagged?
Not geotagged, sir.
In that way, I mean, for mitigation, don't you think it is geotagging them would help?
So there is
normally they do it for certain animals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Technological, to use a more technological way of monitoring their movement, we have something called satellite tagging of the animals. So in case of elephants, we use a neck tag. So which is connected to a satellite. So through satellite telemetry you can track them. That is being tried in some of the nearby states, and we are also on the pathway to do it.
So what is the timeline we're thinking?
Maybe in another 6 months we can start. We have obtained the permission.
Because we are seeing from 28 elephants to it grew to till close to 140 to 150.
Why that situation arose also in the coming slide I will say, sir, a little bit. Next. Yeah. So drastic increase in the elephant population in this region over a period of time. Maybe in the last 1 decade it is observed, and this is mainly because earlier elephants used to come. The elephants per se, they are migratory in nature. Even though if they have a larger habitat also, they will move from one place to another place, and that is how they that is their living. So this migrant elephants which used to visit our areas, earlier they used to go back. But now what happened is that they became more of a resident elephant. And why they started becoming resident elephant is something that we need to analyze. But the point which is coming towards the southern region is the tie junction point, and its shape is like a funnel shaped entry. So once it enters, it has a more vaster area to move towards, and they disperse and they occupy the more area. When they wanted to go back, then they are finding lot of hurdles, and the egress of the elephants from this region back to Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, it is becoming less. And another thing is that because of this, like the sanctuary declared area itself is a very small stretch. Whatever natural habitat we have declared. So, but this is actually with a high density of elephant population, like 2.8 animal per, like almost 3 animals per square kilometer area. So usually in the natural habitat, maybe some 5 square kilometer area per animal, if we can provide, that will be a better habitat. But this is like we do not have the space, and whatever is here, it is in a high density. Then narrow stretch of the that I have already told. The stretch itself is narrower in the sense that 1.5 to 10 kilometers is the maximum width that you have for the entire sanctuary area. This 10 kilometers is nothing for an elephant to walk. It can walk like 45 kilometers per hour speed. So it can walk across this sanctuary in no time and come out in every the adjoining areas where we have habitations. Another important thing that we have observed in the last 4 to 5 years is about the various developmental projects in the region. Definitely we require the development, and this area is connecting between the major cities of Bangalore and Chennai. We have the Bangalore-Chennai Express Highway work going on. When it started, we observed that the usual pathway in which these animals used to move and use the natural habitat area got dispersed. And because of the sound and other pollution related to this works, and they started moving to the newer areas in Tirupati and Annamaya districts. So this is also has increased the conflict situation, because those places, people of that region, they are not aware about how to behave and how to plan when the elephants are in their area. So it has increased the conflict situation. But in the roadways, whatever is planned, we have made a lot of mitigation measures like overpasses and underpasses for the elephants to pass. So once the project is complete, maybe in another 5 to 10-year period, the situation may come back to normalcy. That we need to study future and understand. Next. Coming to the loss which has happened in both the animal side and the human side, like we have reported almost in the last 10-year period 46 deaths in the elephant side, and human deaths are also equally high. And like in 2025, in fact, the elephant death is almost all the 2 are calves and 1 is a female, and all are natural death only. Human death also, like it has actually reduced over a period of time. If we can observe, like because of the elephant task force, that is also with the direction of our Honorable Deputy CM, we have started the elephant task force, which is giving a daily details regarding where are the location of the herds, and all the teams, the tracking teams in the field have been alerted. So we are able to, in fact, avoid so many different incidences in this region. Along with the human people in the village areas, our own staff are also getting affected when we actually deal with these mitigation measures in the field. Coming to the crop damage which is being reported, there are 8,000 old crop damage incidences reported over the last 12-year period in the because of the elephants, and the department has also paid almost 6 crore rupees as part of the compensation. So, coming to the initiatives and the best practices that we have learned, and the initiatives that we have adopted here for the elephant conflict management, our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, after taking over the portfolio of the Forest Department, he has passion towards nature and the animal welfare that is being shown here. Sir has initiated the dialogue with the neighboring state. Karnataka is having the maximum number of elephants, and therefore the maximum number of conflict issues also in the southern part of the country. We have received trained Kumki elephants from the Karnataka state with the Sir's initiative, and the himself has gone there and received the animals from the Karnataka officials, and we have started this elephant camp here, musalimadugu, and we started training the from Karnataka, because they have come from a different landscape. They need to be adapted to the new place. They need to get adapted to the new mahouts. All this training that we started, and for this purpose, because to have mahout and kavadis for each and every elephant, they also require proper training. So we have got the staff also trained almost 1 month in Dubare camp of Karnataka with the MOU that we have executed with them. Next. Next. So this is where we have received in the Vidhan Saudha of Karnataka all the 4 Kumki elephants. Next. So we have Krishna, Abhimanyu, Ranjan and Deva. They are the young elephants and the middle-aged elephants that we have received, and they are very active animals. They have performed also in their native state. And we have added Vinayak and Jayant from the Nanyala camp. They are the experienced older elephants that we have to train these younger elephants into various operations in this landscape. Next. So in the 20-hectare area, we have established this camp, but this is part of a larger RF area. So they will be taken outside to experience how to be in the natural forest areas when they go out for different operations. That we go outside this area also, we are taking them. Next. This is the training camp which was conducted in Dubare camp. Next. So we are imparting training to the Kumki elephants just to have obedience and control, because they have to be taken outside wherever there are conflict situations. There will be a lot of public, and how to coordinate among themselves. The elephants are from the different camps, so they should be knowing how to coordinate among themselves. And also they regularly perform different mock drills, including like mounting the vehicle and demounting the vehicle, because sometimes they will be reluctant to board a vehicle. It is a different equipment, so they may not be familiar with it to do it. So that we practice it daily here, so that whenever a conflict situation arises, immediately we are ready to board them. We have also modeled vehicles, and 4 of the vehicles are also parked here to take them wherever it is necessary. And Mahout and Kavadi teams have been Karnataka, whoever was the Mahout and Kavadi, they have also accompanied the elephants, and they came here, stayed here, trained our people, and then acquainted with the new Mahouts and Kavadi. So now they are able to take care of the animal. This is actually a long process for an animal like elephant. It will take actually a lot of time to get acquainted to a new Mahout and Kavadi, but we were able to do it in a faster pace with the support of the Karnataka Forest Department. Next. So we have tried the first elephant drive operations. In fact, the Kumki elephants have been used by the human beings for a long time in the history. Mostly they were being used for the logging operations and also capture operations, capture of wild elephants from the wild to the camp areas. But driving operations started when there are conflict situations. So we have to drive away the elephants from the human habitations to the natural areas. So we have done 2 drive operations. First we have tested with the Krishna, that is the younger elephant but very active. Next slide. So 2 of the driving operations we have completed with all the elephants. So they are active and participating in all this. Next. So other than Kumki elephants, there are various other mitigation measures that we have tried. We already have elephant-proof trench and conventional solar fencing in this area. So tentacle fencing is the new concept, and it is being adopted in the nearby states. That also almost 24 kilometers we are trying. We have completed. Next. Recently in October month, we have tried this on a pilot basis, AI-based automatic detection and deterrence system. So because of AI, it is able to identify the species, like it is an elephant. So it is able to produce a sound which is able to deter the animal once it is coming towards the farm area or habitations. So this device also has successfully tested in the field, and we will be able to deploy that in future, and also can be modified in a better way, like it can be used as a mobile device also. We are trying to getting to dialogue with the vendor for that. Next. So as a whole, with the perseverance and dedication of our Honorable Deputy CM, we have got a well-trained Kumki team that will add on to the mitigation measures that we are already doing at the field level, whatever measures that we are doing. And more of the technological interventions which are being tested in all over the country or in the world itself, we are trying to implement in this area to contain the conflict situation in this area. And so this will definitely ensure the coexistence between the humans and elephants in this landscape. With this, I would like to conclude this PPT. Next, we have the the discussion regarding the preliminary launch of Hanuman. So, Sir has directly involved with the elephant conflict management. So, when we think about what are the conflicts, different wildlife conflict situations in the state, so this is an initiative like the healing, nurturing units for monitoring, aid and nursing of wildlife. This is the expansion for the Hanuman. This is actually a comprehensive system with the various actionable points to deal with the conflict situation of different species and different regions. Next. So human-animal conflict has increased over a period of time in all the landscape, not only in Andhra Pradesh. So Andhra Pradesh, where it is and how it is, that we are also studying about this. In different landscape, we have tigers in NSTR, then leopards are all over, almost all over all the landscape. Elephants are there in north and southernmost portions, wild goats, sloth bears. And these species are getting into conflict in some or the other situations. So we need to individually study them and have to take various measures. And almost this conflict situation has resulted in the loss of life of humans and also animals, and also a lot of crop damages. So today we are planning to have this primary launch of the scheme, sir, and once whatever the actionable points which are being discussed, all those in a full-fledged way, it is getting proposed to get launched on March 3rd, which is being the World Wildlife Day, sir. Next. So conflict sport hotspot. Andhra Pradesh is having 16 protected areas, 13 wildlife sanctuaries and 3 national parks. Mostly these are the biodiversity rich areas. You have a lot of animals in those areas. So these are the major hotspots. Other than in the natural habitat, we have a conflict in Ananthapuram, Satyasai, Kurnool district, where we have a lot of black buck population occupying the outside natural habitat areas. So these are tiger, leopard, sloth bear, black buck, wild boars, spotted deers. These are the animals which are mostly in the conflict. There is, over the past 10 years, we have reported almost 71 human deaths, and we have seen in the other presentation that it is mostly due to the elephants, almost 54. And then animal deaths are also mostly the elephant, and most of the animals which are in conflict is the deer species which will be crossing the road, and some leopard or sloth bear deaths were also being reported. And cattle kills by mostly the carnivorous animals that is being reported, and human injuries 29, crop damages. It is 17,192 number crop damages were reported in the past 10 years. And we have paid, the government has paid almost 15 crores of money also as compensation to the farmers. Next. So the Hanuman is having like 11 number of actionable points, in which creation of like I'll discuss one by one. Next slide. Next slide. So first is the Hanuman Foundation. So when we think of like improving the system, whatever is already there, we need to have infrastructure and the manpower to support that. So we thought like Hanuman creating a foundation which under the Section 3 of Andhra Pradesh Society's Registration Act 2001 will empower us to receive more funds for the cause of wildlife conflict mitigation. So this with a governing body headed by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and the executive bodies and a direct dedicated officer who is looking after this foundation is envisaged at the state level, and we will have like more active regional level units and the division level units which will be able to enabling them to utilize the funds which were collected through this foundation. Next. Region Wildlife Rescue and Treatment Centers. So this is like whenever the animals in distress are rescued, we should have the facility to provide them prolonged treatment. Already we have 2 of the executive facilities, Vizag Zoo and Tirupati Zoo, with the treatment facilities available, and then in Bayaluti also Nagarjuna Srisailam Tiger Reserve we have 1 facility. This need to be upgraded with more infrastructure facilities to hold the animals for a longer time, emergency veterinary unit, isolation and quarantine wards. This kind of infrastructure are proposed along with the additional manpower, technical support in the form of a wildlife veterinarian, paravets, biologist and others to operate in the RWRTC. 4 are planned in the entire state. Next. This will be covering all the 26 districts of the state. Next. These are the pictorial representation, where are they located, and only in the Rajahmundry the existing facility need to be upgraded. All other three are already functional, but we can add on to that. Next. So along with the conflict, the forest team who are dealing with the mitigation, this is an extra aid for them to treat the animals and rescue, treatment and rehabilitation of the animals which need to be released back. Training for the wildlife ambulance team. All these things are planned at the RWRTC. They are like the major centers. They'll conduct internships and outreach and awareness programs, how to deal with the man-animal conflict situation. Next. The third one is the rapid response vans. So this will be the field unit. The rapid response vans, whenever they receive the information, they will be able to reach the spot along with the rapid response team. They'll be using it, and we are proposing like 10 different rapid response vans to be locations at 10 different places, and 9 response vans, as we have seen that mostly the conflict is in the elephant areas. So we are proposing the 9 different such units in the Chittoor landscape, where we have these 3 district conflict regions. So total 19. This is a model which is like in Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. They are modified a camper vehicle to be used as a rescue rapid response van. Next. Next. So rapid response, who will be going in this van immediately once we receive a call? So the veterinary officer, the driver, and also the rescue party who are trained exclusively to deal with the different wild animals. 4 in numbers. They will form a team and they will be able to immediately respond. Next. So this is what they have to be trained, like a safe handling of the wildlife. There are different protocols developed by the various central agencies, NTCA, CZA and WAA, learning about these things, and also to handle different modern equipments. They will be trained to be operational in this team. Next. Launch of a mobile wildlife ambulances. The rapid RWRTCs are in 4 locations. Some of the districts are in the shadow zones, where we want to place the mobile wildlife ambulances so that they will be able to respond in a faster way. Next. This is the model. Here this is an ambulance where the animal can be taken inside, and treatment can be provided, and if required it can be placed in the cage also. Next. And the other aspect is about the use of modern technologies. There are various deterrent systems, like wherever the animals are coming inside, we just wanted to ward them away without causing any harm to the animal and also to the human. That is our. So various technologies are available, like AI based. Now we have tested for the elephant here. If you establish that around a farm field, it will form as a geo fencing so that the entire farm is protected. It will be costly, it may not be that easy to have this kind of things, but these are available. These are the available solutions which we need to have a dialogue with the vendors and bring down the cost to be effective for these areas. Solar powered animal deterrent sirens and bee sound devices and chili fences. These have been actually tested in African region against many of the places where just planting chilies, and also once you put a smoke to the chili, that smoke elephant doesn't like, so it is also a deterrent. Chili powder or the chili smoke. Yes. Automatic laser fencing. These are the different protection, deterrence or crop protection technologies which is being adopted elsewhere, that we can also think of bringing in are also planning to bring it into our area. And then data-driven decision support system, like prediction models, like predicting which season we will have more conflict, how can we avoid, and what are the measures that we need to take. This kind of planning is being planned under this module. Next. Upgradation of the elephant monitoring system. So by establishing the elephant task force, we have also there is a daily monitoring happening with respect to that. So to support that team, we have to strengthen their tracking, the tracker skill upgradation, providing them with the modern equipments, And then strengthening the elephant camp. Already we have 6 elephants. This need to be strengthened in the future. And additional infrastructure with respect in terms of veterinary dispensary, manpower accommodation facilities, that is already being planned and it is getting implemented. And then studying about the, as I have told, that whether we want to connect it to the other habitat and other kind of field studies and research activities that we have planned in this upgradation of elephant monitoring system. Next. These are various equipments like the radio collar, which is being used for tracking the animals, AI-based cameras which will act as a detection and they may give instant alarms, thermal drone and all. It is also being used for night surveillance wherever we require this. Next. Promotion of community participation. This is the integral part of dealing with the human-wildlife conflict, because community need to be taken into board. They have to be made aware about how they have to deal with this conflict situations, how they can adapt it to different needs, and how can they avoid the conflict by changing their crop pattern, what are the other livelihood options that they can explore, so that both are in a win-win situation. Next. Launch of a user-friendly mobile application. This is throughout the state. Right now we have Gaja Praja app that we are trying in the elephant conflict region exclusively for the compensation dispensation, and this has to be extended to the entire state, where we will be able to receive the information related to animal movement, and we can plan for the rapid response, early warning systems, and also processing of the compensation claims. Next. So another species which is in conflict in different areas, especially the temple tourism areas, is mainly monkeys. This is because of the waste, the not good waste management practices and feeding of the monkeys. Everybody is interested to feed the Hanuman, in fact. So this is actually creating the issues, and they are in conflict. Especially the alpha males of a monkey troop, they will be mostly aggressive and they will create a lot of issues. And we have had some earlier also field visit to Himachal Pradesh state, where they have established monkey sterilization centers in the state. There it is rhesus macaque, which is a more aggressive. Catching is the crux there, sir. Actually, only the trained people will be able to capture the monkeys. AP mostly in almost the temple related areas, sir. Like in Srisailam we have, and
so we are going to sterilize them.
We have to capture them first, and we have to sterilize them.
Had we done any till now? Had we done any such operations till today?
We have not done any operations, sir, but we have. Yes, sir. We can start these sterilization centers.
So this is going to be happening in the near future, not
yes, sir, yes, sir. Maybe this will take some time.
This comes under Hanuman.
Our actions, sir, different actions.
So this is a 10th action point.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. 11 out of 11. This is the 10th one. So monkeys, like sterilizing them and then again releasing them back to the same place.
Can you go back to one previous slide? Just one
previous.
by one. No, one more. One more. Okay, come down. Okay, regarding GPS, had we done till today to any? That's
right, sir. We have planned to have 6 radio collaring for 6 of the elephants. We got the permission. We are doing the field.
And who gives permission for that?
MOE FNCC, sir. Ministry of Environment and.
Why? So we take it.
We already have got the permission.
No, in a timeline, can we do for the entire herd of which is situated here? I'm talking about predominantly.
Yes, sir. ఒక హర్డ్ లో సార్ ఒక అనిమల్ కి మనం చేసుకుంటుంటే హర్డ్ మూవ్మెంట్ మనం ట్రాక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. దెన్ we can also do it for the animals which are single loner, especially the male tuskers, they will be lonely moving. Them also we can do. So we have permission for 6 animals now, 6 elephants. We are at the planning stage, like which landscape we can start first, and which are the herds that we can, whether it is only in Tirupati, this Chittoor or Tirupati and Annamaya, they have the movement in this area. So we're just having the field study. Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Sheshachalam.
So here, majorly we are getting conflict complaints from Northern Andhra, that is Srikakulam, Manyam, Parvatipura.
Yes, sir.
So as you are suggesting, we got 6 permissions,
Yes,
6
sir.
caller permissions.
Yes, sir.
So as you rightly suggested, we have to identify those male tuskers which can give us the entire information about the herd movement.
Yes, sir.
So we have to plan both in that area and this
here.
area to minimize the human-animal conflict.
Yes, sir.
So that's what Honorable Minister wants to know, in which best way we can use
Yes,
these
sir.
things to track and reduce the conflict.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's what, sir. Already the experienced people who had already done the collaring in the nearby states, in Karnataka they have done.
No, what we are targeting, the objective should be to minimize the damage
Yes, sir.
which is happening to the farmers, at the same time safeguarding them. So when we have the option of GPS, the radio telemetry collars, in a fixed timeline, could we do to the at least within this zone?
Yes.
I mean, the PCC will take a note. It will go to till Uttarandhra, I mean, like Srikakulam, Parvatipura. And here, can we do it in a short timeline to track down all the elephants, putting some GPS, so in that way we can mitigate it in a better environment, better control situation.
Sir, in southern Andhra Pradesh, where we are getting the animals from the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka region, so we would like to do the radio collaring of elephants in at least few of the herds and study their movement.
I understood that, but I'm saying, what is your timeline? Is there any discussion on that in the department?
Maybe, sir, in another 6-month period we'll be able to.
Fix a timeline for that. Don't go for broad, Madhu. You have to
North,
say, convey to PCC Garu. We have to fix a timeline, sir. అది మీరు ఒక టైం లైన్ ఫిక్స్ చేయండి దానికి టైం లైన్ ఫిక్స్
గుంపులో ఉండే వాటికంటే ఒంటి వేనుగుతోనే ఎక్కువ ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది. దాన్ని ట్రేస్ చేయాలి. గుంపులో పెద్ద డ్యామేజ్ చేయవు, కానీ దాని నుంచి గుంపు నుంచి బయట వచ్చినటువంటి ఒంటి ఏనుగుతోనే ఎక్కువ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది. దాన్ని ఎట్లా కంట్రోల్ చేయాలనేదే, దట్ ఈస్ ఆ కుంకి ద్వారానే దాన్ని కంట్రోల్ చేసి తీసుకురావాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ థింగ్. అవి ట్రేస్ చేసే ప్రయత్నం
రావాలంటే జీపీఎస్ ఉంటే మనకి ఈజీగా కూర్చోవడానికి
దానికి జీపీఎస్ పెట్టాలన్న, ఎందుకంటే గుంపులో పెద్ద డ్యామేజ్
మాట్లాడుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ దానికి వెళ్ళండి.
నెక్స్ట్ 11th మిషన్ నెక్స్ట్
7 కాదు, ఫాస్ట్కి వెళ్ళదు. 8 ఏది పరిగెట్టదు ఉండాల. ఇందులో మీరు డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ అన్నారు కదా మేడం, మరి ఏంటిది? యూ డిడ్ంట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్ వన్. Where is the need for crop diversification?
Yes, sir. So encouraging crop diversification in conflict zones, sir. Like right now we have mostly the horticultural crops, especially mango, that is dominating in this landscape. That is only attracting and making these elephants stay back in this region. So once we slowly change it to crops which are not being liked by the animals, especially chili and lemongrass, they are deterrents only. But millets may not be to the extent of the mango. So in that way also we can reduce the conflict situation.
So what kind of measures have been taken to achieve that part? The point C.
So that is about creating awareness among the farmers, sir. It is their willingness to change it to the different crop in their region.
Can you sit with and ask the agriculture department?
Sir, here one small submission, sir, from my side. This crop diversification needs to be examined at holistic view, sir, because mango is endemic that area, and lot many industries have come up, mango processing units and all. Farmers, they felt that is one main source of livelihood in that area. So mango has become endemic to this area. So in a way, probably we might not suddenly.
There is no need to do it.
Yes, exactly.
To understand it better, in the promotion of wildlife friendly livelihood programs such as what is apiculture?
Apiculture, sir. That is cultivation of bees.
Honey bees culture.
Honey bees.
Honey
Apiculture.
Apiculture.
Okay. So what is ecotourism here? How do you mean? What is the concept of ecotourism in this part?
Sir, having
In which way farmers would be benefiting from that?
having ecotourism, community-based ecotourism, sir. So the local communities will be engaged in the ecotourism activities, so that will have an alternative livelihood for them.
Okay. Oh, you mean okay. అందుకే నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే మీరు వాళ్ళు ఒక నిమిషం సార్ ఒక నిమిషం ఫిక్స్ మీటింగ్ విత్ అగ్రికల్చర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అండ్ టూరిజం డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అండ్ ఫారెస్ట్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ హార్టికల్చర్తో కూర్చుంటే హార్టికల్చర్ అంటే ఏం లేదు ఎకో టూరిజంని అంటే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏముండాలంటే ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ ద క్రాప్స్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ డిస్ట్రాయిడ్ there should be an alternate income. Maybe if they have a 10 to 12 acre farm low, if they have some ecotourism stay,
Yes, sir.
some damage happens, at least they'll have a compensation of generating revenue from the ecotourism centers. Atlantis maatladam. So who all are needed, just sit with and write it down.
We will plan, sir. I will coordinate with Madhu.
Yeah, ఒకసారి ఇది కూర్చున్నా చాలా అవసరం ఇది అంటే ఇన్ కేస్ మ్యాంగో డిస్ట్రాయ్ అయిపోతే maybe they should have an alternate income for that. And income penchedi pette at least the loss should be minimal. We'll work out. Next, go back. Go for. This is fine. This you don't know I want to do. Okay, just go back.
9 back.
Okay. User friendly, real-time tracking, early warning system and all arrangements. So జియో కోఆర్డినేట్స్ రావాలంటే ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ విత్ వాట్సాప్ మెసేజ్ సిస్టమ్. ఇది హౌ ఎఫెక్టివ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యాజ్ ఆన్ నౌ మ్యామ్?
Sir, the mobile based app which will be able to
చేశారా ఇప్పటిదాకా?
ఇప్పుడు గజ ప్రజ అని చెప్పి ఒక యాప్ మనం
ఓకే, వాట్ ఇస్ ద టైమ్ లైన్ టు ఫినిష్ ఇట్? వాట్ ఇస్ ద టైమ్ లైన్ వీ కెన్ సీ? Because my intention is without timelines, just mere presentation is not going to help us.
one
అంటే నేను అనేది వీ హ్యాడ్ మనం కర్ణాటకకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు 1 year అబవ్ అయిపోయింది. దట్స్ వాట్ వీ వాంటెడ్ టు డూ. సమ్వేర్ ద డిపార్ట్మెంట్ హ్యాస్ టు ద డిపార్ట్మెంట్ హ్యాస్ టు హ్యావ్ సమ్ ఫిక్స్డ్ టైమ్ లైన్ సార్.
yes sir yes sir
మీరు 6 months ఇవన్నీ పెట్టుకుంటే అవ్వదు. మీరు కొంచెం ఫాస్ట్గా చేసేయండి ఏదన్నా. No, you have, no, before you committing the dates be, but I want it to be sharp. What is the digitalization of compensation claim?
Sir, compensation claim, it is a process in which like the agriculture department or horticulture department has to do the assessment in the field.
Oh, for the crop damage.
So that through the mobile application we can facilitate it.
So how many departments to be integrated?
That's right, sir. 3 departments: agriculture, horticulture.
Okay, అలా కూర్చుని ఫాస్ట్గా చేసే మెకానిజం దాని మీద కూడా డిస్కషన్ పార్ట్ అది. నెక్స్ట్ 10.
So this
10. Categorization of hotspots is high priority, medium priority, low. So what are the different measures will be taken for depending on the priority? Hotspot priority.
First
So we'll inform farmers, and you fall into hotspot. Hotspot keep moving, or is it stable?
So we have to conduct constant studies on that, sir. Like animal population, it is about animal population estimation.
Okay.
Different animals, if they are there, how many are there? Then only we will be able to deploy different measures.
దీనికి కదా. Okay. Can we have one more detailed meeting? నాకు ఈ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ సరిపోట్లా. మీరు వన్స్ పోస్ట్ 2018, 19 తర్వాత హనుమాన్ మీద ప్రత్యేకించి ఒక మీటింగ్ పెట్టండి. ఉన్నాయండి. 18th మీరు హనుమాన్ మీద ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ మీటింగ్ పెట్టండి. హూవర్ ఈజ్ నీడెడ్ అంటే మీకు ఐ వాంట్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇట్ మోర్. ఐ వాంట్ ఫిక్స్ టైమ్ లైన్స్లో చేయాలి. ఇది జనరల్గా లూజ్గా పడు ఫిక్స్ టైమ్ లైన్స్ అండ్ సమ్వన్ హ్యాస్ టు ఫాలో ఇట్. Next, 11th.
The 11th one is Sarpamitra, sir. So snake bite is another important issue which need to be addressed throughout the state. So this is in coordination with the local volunteers, local panchayat institutions and where we should be first to start training.
Where is this dominant situation? In every panchayat it is there, or more or less?
The situation is equally prevalent in almost all the areas. Wherever we have agricultural areas,
can we have panchayat toti pettanడి దీన్ని? పంచాయత్ ఒకసారి కోఆర్డినేట్ చేయండి దీన్ని.
Yes sir, panchayat level lo even at a village and ward level lo, if we are able to identify volunteers, they can be trained to handle snakes, because they will be in some farmer land or in the house itself. So on a call, they should be able to come and rescue the animal, and
Okay.
also the people should be made safe.
Anything else? 11 point, that's it, right?
The point is, sir.
So probably, as you are telling, Yashoda is submitting that a team should be positioned in every village secretariat because we have enough staff. So probably wherever this
Mostly in the
The,
north and
the concept is, sir, they need volunteers.
yes sir,
Yeah.
yes sir.
from the people itself, we have to take them and train them.
wait cheyakarla. Someone has an ability to handle snakes.
They need to be identified and trained, sir. In North and Andhra Pradesh, especially Visakhapatnam and all, there are a lot of teams who got trained and they are helpful for the local people. So similarly, it need to be extended to the entire state.
And Meeru, one program from Forest Department lo, just make a note of this. Public awareness programs lo, who are the volunteers, some kind of recognition, some kind of should be there.
Yes,
And in yearly recognizing their efforts, maybe at a local level or something, at a DFO level or CFO level, some kind of recognition is needed which encourages them to
these
take it
volunteers
forward.
can be registered with the forest department also, sir.
So,
So that they have an ID
next
card.
forest department meeting.
So the registered people are trained people. They are only handling the snake.
Anything else?
This
Madam?
is 11 missions, sir. So, yeah, the budgetary provisioning for this, sir, like in the non-recurring, the first we require the support for the infrastructure development. So the non-recurring, it's projected like 23 crores, sir. The ongoing schemes, wherever we have the wildlife mitigation and wildlife related components, we will be drawing funds from there, and we also require the support of under CSS or CSR funds for achieving this. Next. This is the recurring expenditure which will be mostly for engaging the manpower and the maintenance of the facilities.
Is it for 1 year or what is the time?
This is for the 1 year, sir.
Each
1 year.
So
1 year.
the previous table is for one time and this is...
For the 1 year.
Can you go back previous slide calendar?
Yes, sir.
Previous slide lo malli వీటికి repairs ఇవన్నీ included ఆ?
No, sir. Repairs అన్ని కూడా recurring లో include చేసేసి ఉంది.
Okay.
Next. So recurring is like a 15 crore or close to 16 crore per annum that is being projected of all these initiatives that we have planned.
So what is the percentage wise CAMPA or BIOSAP, APTC project tiger? So we're going to take funds from
All
the
these
sources.
schemes, existing schemes, we have wildlife related components, sir.
Okay.
So that we will utilize, and whatever is falling short, we will be able to.
Sure.
As we have first mission is to have the Hanuman Foundation, so we hope that that will be able to support us.
We'll go ahead. Next.
Next. Next. So enhanced good governance, like understanding the situation and addressing the situation, we should be able to enhance the good governance through this mitigation measures that we have planned, protection of human lives, crop, livestock and property that is being envisaged. Speedy response, whenever there is a conflict, speedy response will is envisaged in this by placing the mobile ambulance and rapid rescue teams and the vans in different locations in the state. And promotion of community participation in this conflict, dealing with the conflict situation, and also to address various livelihood support for the communities in this conflict areas is the main outcome, desirable outcomes from this initiative, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. That was a wonderful presentation. ఇప్పుడు తర్వాతి కార్యక్రమం హనుమాన్ యొక్క పోస్టర్ ఆవిష్కరణ. గౌరవ ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు శ్రీ కొణిదెల పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ గారిని వేదిక మీదికి ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాము.
మైక్ ఎవరు అడిగారు కావాలి అడుగుతాం.
గౌరవనీయులైన మన ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు శ్రీ పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ గారుని మన ఎలిఫెంట్ క్యాంప్కి సాదరంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాము. స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం సార్. గజరాజులను చూడడానికి మన రాజుగారు విచ్చేశారు. మన పురాణాల్లో ఏనుగు గురించి చాలా గొప్ప స్థానం ఉంది. దేవతలకు రాజైన దేవేంద్రుడి వాహనము ఐరావతము. తర్వాత మన ప్రియమైన దేవుడు వినాయకుడు ముఖం ఏనుగు ముఖం. తెలివైన జంతువులలో ఏనుగు ఒకటి. అత్యంత తెలివైన జంతువుల్లో మన ఏనుగు ఒకటి. వీటికి జ్ఞాపక శక్తి ఎక్కువ. ఏనుగులు బలానికి, గౌరవానికి, శక్తికి ప్రతీకలు. అందుకే రాజులు గజబలంని బాగా కలిగి ఉండేవారు. ఇవి 70 సంవత్సరాల కంటే ఎక్కువ జీవిస్తాయి. ఒక బిడ్డకు జన్మ ఇవ్వాలంటే 22 నెలలు గర్భములో మోయాల్సి వస్తుంది. మన లక్ష్మీదేవిని గజగామిని అంటారు. అందుకే గజరాజులంటే అందరికీ ఇష్టం, గౌరవం. మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రజలు గర్వపడేలా మన పలమనేరు ప్రాంత ప్రజలను, రైతులను ఆనందింపజేయడానికి, రైతుల పొలాలను మదపటేనుగుల బారి నుండి కాపాడడానికి, వాటిని మన కౌండిన్య అడవులోనికి పారదోలడానికి మన ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఎంతో కృషి చేసి 4 గజరాజులను, కుంకి ఏనుగులను కర్ణాటక నుండి 2 ఏనుగులను నయనాల నుండి తెప్పించి ముసలిమడుగు ఎలిఫెంట్ క్యాంపులో పెట్టించడం జరిగింది. దీని ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి వచ్చిన మన ఉప ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి పరిచయం చేసుకోవడానికి మన ఏనుగులన్నీ కూడా వస్తున్నాయి. మొదటగా వస్తున్న ఏనుగు ఇది మన ఆంధ్ర రాష్ట్ర పట్టపేనుగు, రాయల్ ఎలిఫెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్. 1986లో దీన్ని పట్టుకొని కొన్నాళ్ళు తిరుపతి జూలో ఉంచి 2005 నుండి ననియాల ఎలిఫెంట్ క్యాంపులో ఇది కుంకి ఏనుగుగా సేవలందించింది. అక్కడి నుండి ననియాల నుండి మన ముసలిమడుగు ఎలిఫెంట్ క్యాంప్కి తీసుకొని రావడం జరిగింది. రెస్క్యూ ఆపరేషన్లో ఇది చాలా బాగా పాల్గొంటుంది. రెండవ ఏనుగు వినాయక. ఇది మన చిత్తూరు జిల్లా అలంకారము. 2002లో చిత్తూరు జిల్లా యాదమరి దగ్గర బంధించబడింది. ననియాల ఎలిఫెంట్ క్యాంపులో కుంకి ఏనుగుగా ట్రైనింగ్ తీసుకుని సేవలు అందించింది. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి సేవలు అందించడానికి వచ్చింది. తర్వాత మూడవ ఏనుగు రంజన్. దీనిని ప్రైడ్ ఆఫ్ కర్ణాటక పిలుస్తారు. ఇది మన అతిథిని కర్ణాటక నుండి ముసలిమడుకు తీసుకొని రావడం జరిగింది. నాలుగవ ఏనుగు కృష్ణ, దీనిని కన్నడ దేశ జూనియర్ ఛాంపియన్ అంటారు. ఇది మన ముసలిమడుగు క్యాంపులో చాలా యాక్టివ్గా ఉండే ఏనుగు, ఫ్రెండ్లీ ఏనుగు. పూలహారం వేయడంలో చాలా ఇష్టాన్ని చూపించే తర్వాత మన 5వ ఏనుగు అభిమన్యు. ఇది మన మంత్రి గారిని చూసి సంతోషపడతా ఉంది. మన అభిమన్యు కృష్ణ ఏనుగును కలిసి మన ముసలిమడుగు ముద్దు బిడ్డలు అంటారు. ప్రతి ఏనుగు కూడా రోజుకి 200 నుంచి 300 కేజీల ఆహారాన్ని తీసుకుంటుంది. తర్వాత మన చివరిగా దేవా, ఇది కర్ణాటక నుండి వచ్చిన గజరాజు. క్యాంపులో ఎక్కువగా స్వేచ్ఛగా ఇండిపెండెంట్గా ఉండాలనే కోరిక దీనిలో ఎక్కువ కనిపిస్తుంది. తర్వాత మన మంత్రివారి కోసం ఏనుగులు కొన్ని విన్యాసాలు చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాయి సార్. దాన్ని వీక్షించాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం సార్. పెద్ద పెద్ద బండరాళ్లను దొంగలను మోగడానికి మన ఏనుగులు చాలా కాలం నుండి మన దేవాలయాలకు కట్టడాలకు సేవ చేశాయి. మా పూర్వీకులు చేసినట్టు మేము కూడా దొంగలు మోసి చూపించగలమని మన మంత్రివర్యులకు అది చూపిస్తున్నాయి. ప్రతి ఏనుగు కూడా దీనికన్నా బలమైన వస్తువులను మోయగలదు. మామూలుగా ఏనుగులు గుంపులకి ఆడ ఏనుగు నాయకత్వం వహిస్తుంది. 20 సంవత్సరాల వరకు కూడా గున్న ఏనుగని అంటాం మనం. ఒక రోజుకి సుమారు 200 నుంచి 300 కేజీల ఆహారాన్ని తీసుకుంటుంది. 200 పైన లీటర్ల వాటరు తాగుతుంది. ఇది కుంకి ఆపరేషన్లో పాల్గొనేటప్పుడు మన ఏనుగులకు కూడా కొద్దిగా దెబ్బలు తగులుతూ ఉంటుంది. దాన్ని తట్టుకొని నిలబడి మనకి ఎన్నో సేవలు అందిస్తూ ఉంది ఇది. తర్వాత మనకు భూమిపై నివసించే అతిపెద్ద చీరదాలలో మనకు ఏనుగు ఒకటి. ఇవి 2 రకాలుగా ఉన్నాయి. మన ఆసియా ఏనుగు, ఆఫ్రికా ఏనుగు. మన దగ్గర ఉండేవన్నీ కూడా ఆసియా ఏనుగులు. మన భారతదేశ సంస్కృతిలో ఏనుగు ఒక భాగము. ఎన్నో దైవ కార్యాలకు ముందుగా మన ఏనుగు ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు మన ముసలిమడుగు ముద్దు బిడ్డలు మంత్రివర్యుల కోసం కొన్ని పెరడ్ చేసి చూపిస్తుంది. ఆనందంతో అవి గెంకరిస్తున్నాయి. తమని ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చిన మంత్రివర్యుల్ని చూసి ఆనందిస్తున్నాయి. ఈ కృష్ణ అభిమన్యు చాలా యాక్టివ్గా ఉండే ఏనుగులు. చిన్న వయసు ఉండే ఏనుగులు మన క్యాంపులో. కృష్ణ చాలా యాక్టివ్గా ఉంటుంది. చాలా విన్యాసాలు వీటికి వచ్చు. థ్యాంక్ యూ కృష్ణ అండ్ అభిమన్యు. ఇప్పుడు అడవిలో మన కుంకి ఏనుగులు వెళ్ళి మదపటి ఏనుగుల్ని ఎలా పట్టుకుంటుందో మనకు ఒక మోడల్ చూపిస్తారు. అందులో మన క్యాంపులో ఉండే వినాయక అనే ఏనుగు మదపటి ఏనుగును ముందు నుండి లాగుతూ ఉంటుంది. వెనక మన ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ పట్టపేనుగు జయంతు వెనక నుండి ఆ మదర్ ఏనుగును తోస్తూ ఉంటుంది. కృష్ణ వినాయక పక్క నుండి సపోర్ట్ చేసి ఆ ఏనుగు నడిపించడానికి ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. ఈ విధంగా మనకు ఆగస్టు 2లో ఇప్పుడు మన మంత్రివర్యులు మన కృష్ణ అభిమన్యులకి ఆహారం పెడతారు. వాటిని ముందుకు తీసుకురావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. మిగతా అన్ని కూడా ల్యాండప్ చేయండి. సరే సార్, దగ్గరగా ఉండి అభిమన్యు కృష్ణని తీసుకురావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. జయ సార్. కృష్ణ అభిమన్యు మంత్రివర్యుల దగ్గరికి ఆహారం కోసం వచ్చాయి. మంత్రివర్యుల్ని దానికి ఆహారాన్ని అందించవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము. సో దయచేసి కెమెరా వాళ్ళు జనాలు కొంచెం దూరంగా ఉండండి ప్లీజ్. వైట్ షర్ట్ వేసుకున్న వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళొద్దండి. మంత్రి గారు బెల్లాన్ని ఆహారంగా అందిస్తున్నారు. అవి ఇష్టంగా ఆహారాన్ని తీసుకుంటున్నాయి. సార్ మంత్రి వాళ్ళని ఏనుగులు ఆశీర్వదించడానికి ఉత్సాహపరుస్తున్నాయి. కృష్ణాని పిలిస్తే వాళ్ళ దగ్గరకు వచ్చి మావటి కావటి వాళ్ళందరుగా ఏనుగులను అక్కడ ఉంచి కార్యక్రమంలో దయచేసి అందరూ వెనక్కి రండి. చాలా మంది ముందుకు వెళ్ళొద్దండి ప్లీజ్. ఏనుగులన్నీ కూడా చాలా ఆనందంగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నాయి. కానీ ముందుకెళ్తే ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది. ఇంటరాక్షన్ ఈ కార్యక్రమం తర్వాత మంత్రివర్యులు ఇనాగ్రేషన్ కార్యక్రమానికి వెళ్ళడానికి వస్తున్నారు. దయచేసి అందరూ దారి ఇవ్వాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాము.
Hello.